It's time for a trade and get paid. Forex forecast. It's raining pips out here.
All right, guys, we're back with another Forex forecast. January 30th, we're looking at GBPAUD. We're looking at the weekly chart, as you can see up here. Before I get into it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you get alerts because I'm getting back to my Forex forecast, helping you get suited up, getting you laced up, getting you ready at the beginning of the week so that you know what's coming in this coming week. So let's get it. Looking at the GBPAUD weekly, and the last time we really was looking at this, we kind of were looking at how this formed this teacup here. Really nice clean pattern. We got the handle down here, went a little deeper than we anticipated, but really it came right down to the same level, that 182 area. Really look good here. Gave us a real nice rejection, started pushing up, and then kind of came up. Now, if you remember, if you go back and watch the videos where I was talking about this area is interesting because when you look at it, I told you guys that sometimes on the end of a teacup like this, it doesn't necessarily have to be just down up for a handle. It doesn't always just have to be pull back up. Sometimes that handle, especially when you're dealing with the larger time frames, that handle can come in the form of a pattern. So if you look here, what do we have? We have down, up, down, up, down, up. What do we have going on? This is actually pretty simple. We have what? An inverted head and shoulders. Neckline right here. You see that pullback right there? We had a beautiful push right to the top, filling up our handle, filling the cup as we call it. And so we have a completed pattern for a teacup. Now, this is interesting because now we know, since this happened, that we can anticipate some really big movement coming our way. Now, watch this. If we're looking at how this played out, we have the head, the teacup, inverted head and shoulders that proved to be the handle of the cup, patterns playing within patterns. If you want to know more about that, I want you to watch the video above and see how patterns play within patterns. So now here's what's interesting. Where did this week close? Because that, where a candle closes is interesting. If you look here at the top of the cup, what we really want is we want to see patterns. We want to see zones. I don't want to just make a line. I want to make a zone, right? So if you look at this right here, at this zone, look what we have. Bodies and wicks, bodies and wicks. We have a candle that actually closed above the zone. Normally, how we would look at that is that we would be looking for continuation. And what's also awesome about that is this. What do we expect from a teacup? Right? We expect it to go as a continuation pattern. Well, here's what's interesting about that even. What is a teacup? Down, up, down, up, down, downtrend. A little bit of sideways movement. Up, down, down, right? So we have, when we look at this, a downtrend, sideways, and then what? An uptrend, right? So in order for this to be an uptrend, we have to have a higher high. So this is our previous high. Low, high, low, high. We're already breaking higher, so all we really have to do is look left, and we see that we have a zone right here that is very a key level. So if we think that that could be a possible zone, all we're going to do is we're going to drop a line on it right here like this. We're going to drop a second line on it to embody the wicks, because that's how supply and demand works, bodies and wicks. And we are going to take a look at how this plays out. If this is what we're expecting, now again, we don't trade with bias. If you trade with bias, you haven't been around my channel really long enough. But what I'm telling you is this. If this is going to continue to the upside, what we could probably expect would be for it to pull back and retest before pushing up, because we want to confirm this level right here. So if that's the case and we're looking for a push to the upside, folks, we're looking at just that little bit of movement. Look at that. That's 300 pips. 300 pips. Folks, 300 pips. You see what I'm saying? This ain't no little 20 pips. This is 300 pips coming. Now, let's say, for an example, because not every trade is 100%. Let's say that we have movement to the upside. You could either trade that as a swing and push it all the way up, or you could take this whole entire situation, drop it down to your top-down analysis, see my next video that I have coming on Tuesday to learn about top-down analysis. Check out this, and you take this down from the weekly to the daily to the 4 hour to the 1 hour, and then you want to see where you trade on that 1 hour, not necessarily trading the weekly. Now, if this pushes up, then great. If this rejects, then that's a whole nother thing altogether. It could come and, it like push down like this and actually break back down, and that's okay. We're not afraid of that. It could possibly happen that way. Because why? If this is an inverted head and shoulders, this could be a head and shoulders, right? One pattern playing into another. And so we're okay with that. We're not afraid of that. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to let the market do what the market wants to do. Either we can play it to the top, or we can take the breakout and take it down. If that's the case, we have structure here, and structure here. Here's your take profit 1, here's your take profit 2, here's your take profit 3. I would say take it to the take profit 1 and be happy and make sure that you secure profit along the way. Do you have confirmation in that area? Well, absolutely you do, right? So you have confirmation in that area already, and so that looks really solid. Either way we go with it, we're okay with it, because if we take it to right here, to this first level of structure, look at this. Take the breakout. See that? Literally the same. What does that tell us? You have 315 this way and 315 to the upside, which tells us that we are sitting at a perfect level. That's what that tells us. This tells us that this area right in here is an absolutely perfect level, and we called it exactly right. That should give us even more confirmation and even more confidence that what we were looking for is actually really solid. So we're going to take this, and we're going to know that that area right in there is an area of gathering for the market. We're going to take it either up or take it down. We're not going to trade with bias. We're going to be happy either way, because either way, we've got 300 pips coming. Going to be a big week in GA. Going to be an awesome week for us to make money. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to take this even further, I want you to go to trendtrading.academy, become a student, because I'm taking this teaching and I'm going to the whole next level, giving you pinpoint entries, stop losses, take profits, really breaking it down for you for our TTA students. If you're not a TTA student already, make sure you go, click the link is in the description, trendtrading.academy, and become a student. Guys, this has been your Forex Forecast, and I'll see you next week. Let's get it.